step-by-step guide to writing a powerful abstract. That is what I am teaching you in this video at this time. Your abstract is the first impression your research paper makes, and sometimes is the only part a reviewer or reader will read before deciding whether to continue reading it. Whether you are submitting a journal article, a thesis, conference paper, or grant proposal, your abstract must clearly convey what your study is about and why it matters. This video breaks down the process of writing a powerful abstract into simple, actionable steps with examples to guide you. What is an abstract? An abstract is a concise summary of your research. In just 150 to 300 words, it should explain what you studied, why you studied it, how you studied it, what you found, what it means. In another way, I can say an abstract should contain a very brief introduction, just one sentence. An abstract should contain your methodology in brief terms. Your abstract should contain your results. Then it should contain your conclusion, brief conclusion. So this is what I've just said, that an abstract should be 150 to 300 words, and it depends on the number, can vary based on who you are submitting the abstract to. They may have specifications. In my own institution of learning, usually it is 250 words maximum. So the abstract should explain what you studied, why you studied it, how you studied it, what you found, and what it means. Now, abstracts is your paper's mini story, and it must be complete, clear, and compelling. Now, let's look at the step-by-step on how to write an abstract. Step number 1, start with the background. 1 to 2 sentences. In most cases, 2 sentences are too much, except in rare cases where you cannot state it in one sentence. Set the stage. What the problem or knowledge gap does your study address. Use clear, non-technical language to introduce the topic. Example: antibiotic resistance is a growing public health concern, especially in developing countries. However, little is known about resistant patterns in street-vended food in Nigeria. So, that is that for step 1. In step 2, state your research objectives or aim. This should be one sentence. What was the main purpose of the study? For example, this study aimed to investigate the prevalence of antibiotic resistant E. coli strains in street-vended foods in Ilorin, Nigeria. Step number 3, briefly describe your methods. This should be like 2 or 3 sentences. What did you do and how? Include study design, sample size, and major techniques. You don't need to go into details here. What you need to do, instead of saying you start saying us one after the other, you can mention that sampling was done, air sampling was done using settling plate. So that I've settled it. Instead of saying the plate was prepared in a nutrient taker was prepared in the lab, and then it was taken and it was open for 10 minutes. Just state it clearly. Settling plate techniques was used with nutrient agar. Simple for air sample collection. And then you can move on to others. Another example is that you say samples were collected from 50 vendors across major locations in Ilorin. E. coli strains were isolated and tested for resistance using the Kilby-Bow diffusion method. You can see. Then step number 4, highlight key results. This should be like 2 or 3 sentences also. What did you find? Focus only on the most important findings. Example: out of 120 isolates, 68% showed resistance to at least one antibiotic, with the highest resistance observed against ampicillin, that's 54%. Multi-drug resistance was present in 32% of isolates. Step number 4, conclude with the implications. that is 1 to 2 sentences, usually 1 sentence. Why do your findings matter? How do they contribute to your field or society? For example, this result suggests that street vended food may serve as a reservoir for antibiotic resistant bacteria, underscoring the need for improved food safety practices and public health surveillance. Complete sample abstract before and after. So I'm giving you an example now of a weak abstract. This is a weak abstract. This paper is about E. coli in food. Samples were collected, analyzed. Some of them were resistant to antibiotics. This study is important for health. This is open-ended. This is not straightforward, not direct. Now let's look at a strong abstract. Antibiotic resistance is a growing public health concern, particularly in developing countries. This study aims to investigate the prevalence of antibiotic resistant E. coli strains in street vended foods in Ilorin, Nigeria. Samples were collected from 50 vendors, and E. coli isolates were tested using the Kirby-Bow method. Of the 120 isolates, 68% were resistant to at least one antibiotic, with 32% exhibiting multi-drug resistance. These findings highlight the potential health risks associated with informal food vending and the need for improved food hygiene and monitoring policies. Here are quick tips for writing a great abstract. Write it last. It's even mandatory that you write your abstract last. How can you write the abstract when you are not finished the work or when you are not finished writing the work? It is what you have done in the work that you want to do abstract. So you write your abstract after completing the full paper. Then stick to the word limit. Most journals and conferences specify a range, 150 to 300 words. Avoid references, citations, or technical jargon in the abstract. Use past tense because the abstract you are reporting. For methods and results, present tense for background and conclusion. Then edit the abstract and refine it. Every word should earn its place. In conclusion, a powerful abstract is clear, is concise, and is complete. It tells the whole story of your research, not in detail, but in essence. Taking time to draft a well-structured abstract increases your chances of getting read, accepted, and published. Again, my name is Dr. Olugbengade Titun, and this is the Master Microbiology YouTube channel. I believe with this video, you are going to be able to master the art of writing a very solid abstract for your project or for any other thing you want to need abstract for. Until I come your way in the next one, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share the link of this video to family and friends, and let me have your comments and questions in the comment section below. I will see you in the next one. Before then, this video popping up by the side on this channel is the next you need to watch now. See you in the next one. Bye for now.